Jandel has just leaked the comeback of Grow a Garden. I'm not even joking. Jandel is finally back on Grow a Garden after who knows how long. And I'm also back being sick once again. 3 weeks in a row. I'm doing very good. But the information that Jandel has actually gone ahead and just gave out is very insane. Because as you know, Grow a Garden has not been performing so well lately. If you take a look at Grow a Garden's player count in the last 3 months, it has literally been dropping every single weekend and every single week. As you can see, for the last 3 months, it's just been consistently dropping up until August, where it was at its peak for like a while. And then ever since then, it has just been falling. And this was because of the little amount of content that we were actually getting in the game. I mean, one of the things that they went ahead and introduced was Garden Ascensions, which was actually not favored by majority of the players on the game. This first started by wiping out literally all of your shekels because of the immense amount of stuff in the game for rewards such as these, including the egg capacity upgrades. Now, they have gone ahead and fixed it, so it's definitely a lot better. However, Jandel has gone ahead and made a turn on the game's future. A few weeks ago, Jandel made an announcement on his TikTok saying that Grow a Garden, or replying to people who said that Grow a Garden was dying, and he basically rest assured them that no, Grow a Garden is not dying and that it has only just dropped a bit of players, so that kind of means it's dying. But clearly, he didn't think so. As you can see right here, he says, "We changed Roblox. I don't think Grow a Garden is dying, and we will keep updating the game, but its golden era may be over." Well, I'm happy to announce to you that he has actually completely went ahead and changed his thought. And no, it is not over. Originally, he posted this TikTok 1 day ago. This was the first of 2 TikToks saying that people thought Evil Jandel era was over, which is kind of implying that no, it is not, and that he is going to be coming back. So this raised a lot of speculations. Is it going to come back? Are we going to get more crazy admin abuses? What's going to happen? Well, he did also go ahead and respond to this once again. And let's just say there is a very good potential that we will be getting another admin war to happen again. If not an admin war, it'll definitely be more admin abuse events where it is literally going to reward you with some of the craziest stuff, including ones that are already in the game. I mean, one of the craziest rewards they've gave out is this inverted, or well, lemon lion. And basically, the lemon lion is overpowered because if you go ahead and view it, you will see that every 5 minutes it roars and applies the brain rot mutation to a random fruit. You might think that's just a random mutation. Well, that mutation is a 100 times multiplier, and Jandel had to say that he is going to be coming back for this admin abuse. Oh, and not just this one, this new era of admin abuses. Somebody went ahead and asked, "What is bro planning?" And he literally made a TikTok saying that people think they have seen it all with the admin abuse. Soon I will reveal the next evolution. There is more to this as well, but a lot of people have lately been speculating that Jandel actually gave up on Grow a Garden. J Latte has been the one honestly handling all the admin abuses, restocking a bunch of seeds inside of the game and all of that stuff, including this update where they introduced this Crimson Thorn, which is a transcendent. Even with all of this stuff that they've been adding, the game's player count has been dropping. I mean, right now I'm looking at it, it's at 350,000, which might genuinely be one of the lowest. And if you can't say that's dying, I mean, it definitely is dying. Like, Grow a Garden used to average 2 million players, and now it is only doing a fraction of that. It's definitely not a dead game whatsoever. However, to say that it's not dying, well, yes it is, but I don't think that's going to be happening for much longer. Jandel's primary focus has been on this game, Plants vs. Brain Rots, which she actually owns under this Yogurt Studio. And as you can see, right now this has 516,000 players, which is far more than what Grow a Garden has, and that's kind of sad. Nobody really expected Grow a Garden to fade off this fast, and it definitely did die faster than Steal a Brain Rot did, but honestly, it might be time to bring it back, and I think that is what Jandel is plotting to do. A lot of people had amazing suggestions for this, including myself, where we could possibly see a brand new admin war. And I'm not talking about an admin war against another game that he doesn't own, because keep in mind, now he owns 2 front page games. These 2 games right here, Grow a Garden and Plants vs. Brain Rots, are both owned by Jandel. So there is a good chance that there could be some sort of admin abuse that is linked between these two games. Like, imagine you had the same admin abuse happening in this game that is happening in the other game. And if not that, who knows? They could maybe have an admin abuse war against themselves to see which team is better. And team as in like the developers that work for each game. So Grow a Garden devs versus Steal a Brainrot, or whatever it's called, devs. Plants versus Brainrot. Sorry, not Steal a Brainrot. As you know, during the Steal a Brainrot versus Grow a Garden admin war, a lot of people argued that Grow a Garden definitely won. And I genuinely think it did, because one, not only did it have more players, Grow a Garden was able to donate a lot of money to Team Water, which is a very nice fundraising organization for water. I even participated in that. I thought it was really cool. However, now if Grow Garden was to go against Steal a Brainrot, I mean, bro, Steal a Brainrot literally has tripled the amount of players that Grow a Garden has. And I'm very surprised to see this. But who knows? I just really don't think they have a chance against them anymore. A lot of the players who play this game have also transferred to games like 99 Nights in the Forest and Steal a Brainrot. 99 Nights in the Forest could also be another contender for an admin war. However, they would probably win. But if they do have another admin war, I think it'd be really, really cool if we got more of these pets. Now, it could genuinely be the exact same pet, such as like a lemon lion, or it could be a different version. You know how there was actually a green bean pet that I literally predicted before it was leaked, by the way. This pet right here, I had already made a model of this, and I actually predicted this before the event had even happened. So what if now I can predict a red bean or some sort of evil looking Jandel one that we could possibly see in the next admin abuse war? I mean, this pet, to be honest, isn't also crazy, but the lemon lion is definitely very good. Some of the other pets, including the peach wasp, are very good. I mean, these pets just have crazy multipliers, bro, for plasma, brain rot mutation, and all of that stuff. It's OP. The devs, though, went ahead and said this, too. This was actually by Adrian, who said, "Everyone, we are looking for your biggest pain points in the game, especially quality of life, such as, say, moving cosmetics on mobile is too hard, or feeding animals is annoying because they're always moving." Quality of life basically includes anything that is going to make the game, one, easier to play, more enjoyable, and overall better. And that has been their primary focus. They've actually been looking very deep into this and making sure that it's good on every single device and that it's actually enjoyable, which I'm not gonna lie, Grow Garden probably lacks this the most out of any of the most popular games right now. A lot of things in the game are just not up to date. For example, let's just say the seed shop and what actually comes in stock. Most games, including Jandel's other game, actually has a timer above the shop itself without having to open it to figure out how much time is left until it resets. That, for example, is a quality of life change. A lot of people have also recently been thinking that, you know, since the game introduced this season pass system, that they were introducing a way of, you know, turning into the good old do big. Because in case you don't know, most of do big's past games have been very pay to win, especially when they start dying. They start adding a lot of microtransactions, including that of this season pass. However, I did make a complete video on how you can complete it fast, for free. I mean, it's just very good to watch. But that could be a possibility as they are moving in a different direction. However, in the most recent update, they added evolutions to your seeds, which I think is very cool. I hope they go ahead and keep systems like this in the game forever, because it's really nice being able to buy these stage 1 seeds and then evolving these into something. And oh my god, I just got a mushroom seed 1. Yo, bro, that's crazy, because if I grow this multiple times, I can get a free prismatic pretty much. And I mean, the economy when it comes to shekels is definitely a very big problem. Currently in the game, there's no need for shekels, so they definitely have to find a solution for that. No matter how many mutations you get on your stuff, even after they added a 1 trillion cap to the bone blossom, by the way, like, no bone blossom in the game can actually be worth more than 1 trillion unless you have already claimed it before they made the change. And that literally ruins the purpose of getting as many mutations as you can. Like, what are you doing, developers? They should be more focused on actually cutting down the shekels that a lot of people have currently in the game, that they can, you know, go ahead and duplicate over and over using pets such as the raccoon. I mean, the raccoon was one of the first ever pets inside the entire game, and it still happens to be the most broken one. And I mean, look at an idea like this. Someone said new map in Grow a Garden. This, I think, would be very cool. This map could be based on the moon with a new seed shop, new pet shop, specific things to this new map. New farming mechanics could also be added, such as growing crops in greenhouses instead, fertilizing to correct lunar soil nutrients, and whatever, bro. This is a lot of yap. You could even have a quest line like the guy says in order to unlock this new map. Games like Build Your Base actually have chapters in them. If you've actually played it, you know that when you get to a higher level, you can completely change your map. And I think that looks very cool because, one, it makes the game feel better. It doesn't feel the same every single time you join it. And you actually feel like you're progressing through something without it having to be like a big deal. And, you know, it gets a lot of shekels out the community. So that'd definitely be very nice. Oh, and then another one, stop with the shadow nerfing, bro. Like, the developers deserve to, or the players deserve to know what changes are being made. One of the shadow nerfs include the one where they put a cap on the bone blossom at 1 trillion. That literally just happened this weekend, and it's probably been one of the worst changes they've ever made. It would very be nice if, you know, the players' opinions were considered when they do things like this, and they actually get an interview from the players themselves, because they're the ones playing the game after all. There's definitely a lot of better ways that they could be doing this in order to get shekels out of the community, and, you know, while making sure the game still stays fun. Bro, I can't even, like, speak English while I'm sick right now. But features in the game need more stuff too. The garden ascensions, for example, is pretty cool, right? But this has really not received anything new whatsoever. Ever since they added it, nothing has literally happened, and it's been a month. I mean, I don't expect it to be instant, but for example, I could go ahead and do this all over again, bro. Like what? I need a cacao. Watch, I'm gonna just walk into my garden with this thing on. Okay, actually, I cannot see, but like all I literally have to do, bro, is pick up a cacao. And I do definitely will say, like, this is much better than the old system they had. The old system they had was definitely very hard, and it got rid of all of your shekels, which was crazy. But look, boom, I just got that cacao. Now I click sell, I run all the way over there, and I can just keep doing this over and over again, just so what happens, bro. By the time the like next rebirth is possible, which is in 4 hours, my things will have already fully regrown, and I'll be able to do it all over again and over and over, and it's just repetitive and boring. Like, look, I need a wet grape, bro. I'm sure I have that somewhere in here. Yup, there it is. This one has the wet mutation on it, and then I just offer this, and I'm done with the quest, just like that. But it would also be really cool for these admin abuses if we actually start seeing 2 a week. As you guys know, I was suggesting for the longest time that they do admin abuses similar to Steal a Brain Rot, and they finally listened. I'm not even joking. I literally said this multiple videos, and they actually saw it, and they came up with this suggestion saying, I'm thinking about running some admin abuses during weekdays / Sunday. You guys pick. And I thought this was amazing. You know, I personally chose Fruity Fridays, but it really doesn't matter. Stormy Sundays sound cool too. But as you know, another reason why Grow a Garden isn't as successful as Steal a Brain Rot right now is because they participate with the community a lot more. They have more admin abuses than Grow a Garden ever has. They literally do it like 3 times a week, while I think Grow a Garden just does it once. And that quickly gives people a lot of reason to go into a community, even if they don't like brain rot. They would rather be there because they're getting rewarded a lot more. The developers care about them a lot more, and it's just way more fun. But I'm really glad the developers went ahead and listened to this, and probably this upcoming Sunday, right after the event and Jandel's Evil Era, we are probably going to get a Sunday admin abuse, because that's the most popular one right now. But I think if the developers continue on listening to us, adding in these admin abuse and changes in quality of life features, that the game really does have a chance to flourish once again. Grow a Garden is definitely not dead. At the moment, it is dying, but I think with some fixes, it could definitely be back up to where it is. Or where it was, I guess. And who knows, maybe we can get an admin abuse war. That'd be really cool. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hurry up and pick this video on the screen right here, because it is a way better video, and it's not about me yapping for 15 minutes straight. So hurry up and pick it, because I went ahead and handpicked it for you. I really think you're going to enjoy it. Pick it fast. This video is about to end. Bye.